Hey guys, welcome to Mitten Spirit Island. This is my first video. I made this channel to try and get better at Spirit Island. I'm gonna post my gameplay videos, and there's a lot more knowledgeable people than me who can tell me what I'm doing. I'm gonna start on Volcano just because Volcano is like the one spirit I kind of know what I'm doing on. I play probably 75% of my games on Volcano, and I'll explain why I like Volcano so much as I play. This definitely isn't the second try, because the first game went horribly. That definitely didn't happen. Put it in the jungle, so I'm gonna play safe. And of course it's the double jungles. I completely forgot that since it's a G2 here, and yeah, we're immediately punished. And just hope the 6 boom saves our butt. So this game went from good to terrible. Oh, that's actually kind of terrible. Well, we'll be okay, because I still get my G2. No! Oh god. This is not going well. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster. Try and dig for another major. It might actually be Tsunami here. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster for my first game. But anyways, now we're back on... We're going to try Volcano versus Sweden, and I think I'm going to showcase the strategy that works pretty well against Sweden and some adversaries, where you rush for the 6 boom, which is actually my favorite strategy. It's very on rails, which is good and bad, but of course we can pivot if things go awry very quickly, which, based on last game where I didn't pivot, might not happen, who knows. So yeah, the city goes here, you start here, and the reason I like this board, I picked the board. The adversary was random, but the reason I picked this board is because I like this against Sweden, because you can start in 4 and there's no blight there. If you do this board on other ones, you have to start here and then you have to deal with the thing, but Sweden moves the blight. We do our standard Volcano stuff, do top bottom, and then Rain of Ash. Yeah, we don't destroy anything. There's actually maybe... I won't. I can actually probably kill everything in this land on the next turn and take a blight here in our land 6. Or I could also Rain of Ash them out. So we got a lot of options. Yeah. Yeah, that's not ideal. Because then now, yeah, we hit the 2 lands that are furthest away. Do I just take the blight there? Let me just double check that won't be 2 blight, because that might screw us. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played Spirit Island in probably 2 or 3 months. But I want to get back into it. Yeah, so we're not going to double blight there. So I might just pull out of the coast here. And then push there and there. Though I like our Dahan and lands we can't access, because then we could do, if we get a defense card, we can do that. Though maybe it is Sweden. It is Sweden, so defense cards are kind of useless. Because then this is going to do 4 damage, it's going to kill both of the Han, and then I have one that fights back, because if I push one Dahan in there, and then we can kill the town, and we prevent the build. Yeah, I like playing ahead of tempo. So we'll do that. I don't really feel the need to full clear it. You go here. And then now, we could G3 here. Yeah, the standard build would be G3, bottom, but since I'm rushing for 6, and we don't have any real imminent threats, I'll just do the standard here, here. Unfortunately, we are probably gonna... Yeah, we're gonna have to bombard here. But, yeah, since we solved this land, pretty much, we can G2 top, play Pyroclastic, and also erupt in this land, and that will pretty much solve all our problems here. And we won't have to worry about that. So, you know, taking a blight early has really allowed us to, because if we didn't take a blight early, we wouldn't be able to deal with land 1. Our last game started nice too, and then things went awry. So we're going to do the 2 here. And then do this here. Unfortunately, we don't actually full clear it, but actually, it doesn't matter, because if they build there, you know, that's good. That's fine. Oh, actually, that's gonna save a blight in this land. Completely planned. And we have a fear card, too. I could push this out, and then... No, because it's gonna die, right? So yeah, I could push this into here, I could push that into there. I actually don't want to do that, because this is gonna clear on its own. I could just skip. I just won't move anything. Oh, since that doesn't participate, it doesn't die, but... Yeah, we print the blight. Let's see, that's alright. If we could get a Dahan in that land... See, yeah, that was the danger, because we pushed all the Dahan out of this land. Now, if we left the Dahan here, we would have... This would have ravaged and then killed it, and then we wouldn't have a problem. But now this is a problem, because we got the Coast card on here. I always forget that this is a 2 card. I always think it's a 1 card again. Oh well. We'll drop this here, and gain this back, and then also pay 2 energy for the miner. Now, ideally we want a nice 0-cost miner. Of course, we kind of don't get that, but luckily since we are playing in solo, we have that extra energy. Because if you, in multiplayer, because you split the energy, you actually lose. You always give yourself, well, you give yourself the 1 extra energy, but which you use to spend on the power card. So you gain 2 energy and you spend on a power card. In this case, we gain 3 energy, which means we can actually take a 1 cost here. Now, most of these are not... This is not the most exciting miners draft in the world. I mean, it's not like we're getting spread hazards or quicken or something like that. I'd probably go maybe Rain of Blood just because it's 0 cost, and then the other ones are useful. Though it kind of has no effect. Prowling Panthers. It only works at Mountain. That card sucks. Called to Tend is kind of sucks too. I might just take Elusive Ambushes, just because we might be able to use that to like attack stuff like. It might be useful. It might be useful. Elusive Ambushes we won't use the defend, but we might be able to use the damage. Like we could snipe this land and then just not have to deal with it. That's probably what's the most useful thing here. Now we G2 top, gain some energy, get our 6 presents, go here, and then now Pyroclastic here. Here, just full clear this land, and then use Elusive Ambushes so we don't have to deal with that. Fuck that. Yeah, we don't deal with that. Yeah, what a useless fear card. Now we have to deal with that, which sucks. So we should have kept a Dahan in there. That's why I was hesitant for that move. I forgot that happens with the escalation. That too, yeah, that happens with... What a stupid move to move that Dahan out of there. We should have moved 1 Dahan. There's... Let me just check Rain of Ash. So I can move... Oh, you have to push the 2 Dahan. Okay, we could have. So, I don't know. Maybe that was the best play. Let me know in the comments. If you think I do something stupid, let me know and we can discuss or whatever, because I'm not the best at this game. Now we do this. We have our 2 card plays, and we can either go minor or major. I tend to usually go major here and forget Rain of Ash. I mean, we're gonna have 6 energy, right? That's the thing about Volcano. It's like all these. Everyone goes bottom track on Volcano. I very rarely go bottom track just because you get so much energy. You can do so much. Might be stronger in multiplayer, but you can do so much with the energy on top track. I mean, especially into like England and Scotland, like you can just wreck those guys up. Here, okay. Go major here, and we get this major. I think I'm gonna take transform. Yeah, no, joke. Not that bad of the game. This is like disastrous. Maybe inspire could be useful. If I no. I was thinking inspire was the one you can warp things. Yeah, this is an abysmal major draft. Very, very bad. Sweep into the sea isn't terrible. It's not terrible. But it's not good. I mean, actually some of the... I was thinking this was Bargain of Coursing Pass. That's the one I was thinking this was. That's actually a pretty good one. I mean, all of these suck for elements. I can't do transform because I got a 6 boom, right? So that's out. This one... Well, let me think what is going to happen this turn. This is going to Ravage, and we're not really going to be doing anything with that because we actually can't erupt this turn because we're saving for the 6 boom. So we go... Maybe I will do Sleep into the Sea just to try and clear this, right? Just to try and deal with that a little bit. Or we could use it on here, right? And then try and use the 6 boom here. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Sweep into the Sea. Just to try and deal with the sands after it happens. I also totally didn't think, are we going to have enough energy? Because next round's G2 bottom, so you have 4. Oh crap, we're not going to have enough energy if we take Sweep into the Sea, right? Because we do. This is why you tend to go 0 cost miners anyways, right? We probably needed a 3 cost, right? Because you do Sweep into the Sea, you do... I could also just G3 here to get the extra energy. And G3 top. Yeah, I might do that. I might G3 top. And then that would be 3, 5. And I can forget Sweep to the Sea and get a better major in case the game goes on that long. Because you G3 top, you're going to have... Because if I do G2 bottom... But then the problem is... Nah, see, then the problem is I'm only going to have 6 presents. I need to hit the right innate. Crap. What a... Alright, so we actually can't take Sweep into the Sea. So, is there a 3 cost? There isn't even a 3 cost major. What a disaster. Is there... So let me just try and take one with Earth. Okay, there's none with Earth. So I'm like, okay, because then if I take one with Earth, so then I have to not play Elusive Ambushes and instead play, like, Exaltation or something. Yeah, we'll be fine if we play Exaltations this turn and then Elusive Ambushes next turn. Because we'll have... I'll have the 2 air from the... Actually, we would go G2 bottom, right? Because we need that second air for that. And we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 sun, and 1, 2, 3, 4 fire. Okay, so we're just gonna... We are gonna take Sweep into the sea and forget Rid of Ash, and then do Sweep into the sea, and then Exaltation to get some more energy for next turn. Alright, nice. So we actually don't do anything here, and we just take the double ravage and go blighted. Right, yeah. Because, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Because we are going to get that back. Hold on. It's going to be 2 down. We'll be down to 3. Then we get 4. And then we get... Oh, we're going to G2 bottom bottom. So it would be... If we did this... Yeah, G2 bottom bottom. Yeah, so we can't do that. So, no eruption. Well, I can't do that. I can't pay any events. I mean... Oh, okay, never mind. So there we are. There we go. Answer. Rawr. Good thing we have a disease there. You can throw the disease there. Of course we got the light. We can stick it over here. Okay, well. I'm gonna do that because we're gonna kill those all. Please, our 6 boom gods. That's actually good for Sweep Into the Sea. Because, yeah, we can destroy all that. And then do that. And, yeah, we should be able to 6 boom now. And pretty much win. I'll go blighted, but it won't matter. Yes, okay. Yeah, we do have the 6 boom. So let me check this 6 boom here. That'll be 6 damage. So the 6 plus 4 will clear that. So we'll do Pyro here. Right, because I would do 4 there. Yeah, so we're going to win pretty much. We'll do that after. Screw it. Oh, that's so much fun. Ooh, the Prolif one. We'll top track here. All right. Of course we get Mountain Explorer. And we'll stick this here. Oh, we'll do 1 damage and win. Alright. Here we get Terry level 3 duel. Awesome. So that was a much better than last time game of Sweden 6 versus Volcano with the 6 boom strategy. It's kind of a high risk strategy just because if things, you gotta kind of wait out the 6 boom, but you can see how powerful the 6 boom is, especially on a board like board F where you have 5 adjacent lands. You can just absolutely clear almost the entire board and win instantly on turn, what was that, turn 5? Turn 5, which, you know, is a bit earlier than average. And normally from there, after you hit the 6 boom, you know, you can start, I usually start going top track, and you got 4 card plays, and I usually start doing G3 and 4 card plays, and usually 5 to 7 energy a turn, and yeah, you can play a lot of different majors. And Sweep into the Sea was definitely the right pick there. Ended up working out, helping clear that land in there. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Clearly I think the big mistake was pushing the Dahan out of land. I don't have the numbers, but that sands, the coastal sands, because that caused a little bit of problems, but that was a very, very, very easy game. I mean, 2 invaders on the island, you know, almost Terra level 1 victory. So, awesome stuff. Next time I'm probably going to play a spirit I'm much less familiar with, and if I get a bad game, I will post it. But I wanted to do a good game just to showcase that I kind of know what I'm doing. So yeah, thanks for watching if I ever post this. Comment down below if you noticed any other mistakes. I mean, the only other big decision was the minor draft, which is, nope. I wish there was a way to go back to the hands, which, you know, I got. There it is. Show cards. Yeah, was elusive ambushes. I think that was the right choice. We didn't, you know, and another thing is we didn't have great card drafts, and we didn't, but we were still able to use the innate powers and great hand of this to be able to make it work. So that's the power of Volcano. All right, bye.